Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Weekend Update, August 22nd. I'm sure that cheer we hear in the background is all you parents because you have a lot more quiet in your house these days with all of the little cherubs off to school. So hopefully everybody enjoyed their back to college and back to school weeks, which I think most people are working through here. So some of these numbers get a little bit of the end of summer blues here, but I think next week we'll start kind of getting into that fall rhythm a little bit. So let's dive into all the amazing things going on here at Samson. We'd love to start with our weekly market update. We have 19,500 showings across the whole DMV market, almost the exact same as a week ago. Crazy. That shows that we kind of fallen into a consistent market, which is good. 8.5% more showings than this time last year. We always love to see more action than year over year. 1,320 contracts last week, actually up 5% from the week before. So we love to see positive momentum there. New listings, 1,274, 5% more new listings. I love that. It seems like maybe some of those people getting back to that fall routine. We'll see a big pump here. Now we're going to have a Labor Day in here in a couple weeks, but other than that, we should consistently see us getting into a fall market here. Active inventory, 9,580. That's 29% more year over year. It's actually the least it's been probably in a couple months. We were at the 50s, the 40s, and the 30s. Now we're down to 29%. So that tells me that we're actually shrinking it a little bit. It's becoming a little bit more balanced. It had gotten, when it's 50% more inventory than year over year, then it becomes more of a buyer's market, right? So I think we're actually getting a little bit more back into it. It's not that what I hear every day from people, but it does. That's what the numbers are showing to us every day. North Central Virginia market, 5,600 showings, actually down 5% from a week ago, but up 12% from a year ago at this point. So you figure that one out. 407 new contracts, down 10% from a week ago. It's about 40 contracts, so not a huge deal there. New listings, 446 new listings, down 5% from a week ago. So little dip in everything in this North Central Virginia region so far. 3,271 active inventory, about 38% more inventory than last week at this time. That's fairly balanced to what it was last week over in this marketplace. Baltimore Metro, our second biggest market we look at, 12,000 showings, almost 1% more, basically the same as last week. 868 new contracts, 6.5% more than last week, so we'd love to see that positive momentum. Again, it's not a huge number, but we're talking about, what's that? It's about 60 more contracts a year than last week, which is good. New listings. You guys love when I do math live on the air with my head, right? 859 new listings, about 10% more than last week, which is great. More contracts, more showings, more listings. Baltimore metropolitan area showing more stuff. Active inventory flat week over week, about 23% more than last year. This has ranged between 22, 27, most of the spring and summer here. Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, 2,339 showings. Pretty flat from a week ago. New purchase contracts, couple less than last week. 3% is like 5 contracts. New listings, 260. This is a big jump, 27% more. That's a good jump there. That's about 75 more contracts than last week, which is good stuff. Or new listings, I'm sorry. So new inventory to the marketplace, 2,000 active listings, 36% more than last year. So we have seen a little bit more influx into the marketplace in Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle. Hopefully we'll gobble some of that up with contracts next week, right? Last one we started looking at was Southern Maryland, 1,500 showings, 1,600 showings, 8% less than last week. Again, it's about 100 less showings, not a huge deal there. 131 new contracts, down 6%. New listings, 127, down 4%. Active inventory, pretty flat, 44% more than last year at this time. I think it was 43 or 45 last week. So pretty flat, a little bit down in Southern Maryland, but most of our markets our bigger markets have been up in inventory, up in contracts, or down in inventory, up in contracts, up in showing. So a little bit more of a balancing out overall in our marketplace. Let's look at last week's rock stars. Number one in volume, our whole company individual-wise, Anabel Hering from the One Street Company. Fantastic job, Anabel. Justin Disborough out of our Annapolis office. Fantastic. Great job, Justin. Irina Babb, one of the legends out there. Fantastic. Rupali Bhargava, number 4, and Robert Johnston, number 5. Excellent week by all 5 of you. Top 5 individual transactions. My man Adam Shively, who I missed your call. I just tried to call you back, buddy. Hopefully we'll connect there. Adam Shively, number 1 in transactions for the week. That's why I couldn't take my call. He's too busy being number 1 in the company in sales. Great job, Adam. Irina Babb, number 2. Rupali Bhargava, number 3. JFL, Julia Foard-Lynch, number 4. And Nancy Williams. Look at that. Our West Virginia broker got a few sales in there last week. Great job to our top 5 individuals. Our top 5 teams in volume for the week. Oh, look at this. First time since they got here, not number 1. The other team stepping it up. Shepherd Homes Group, number 1. One South Realty Group, number 2. Carolyn Young Team, number 3. Bob and Ronna Group, number 4. And the One Street Company, number 5. Fantastic teams, all 5 of you. Top 5 in transactions for the week. Shepherd Homes, the double number 1 this week. Way to go, Jason and squad. Bob and Ronna Group, number 2. One South Realty Group, number 3. Carolyn Young Team, number 4. And the One Street Company, number 5. Fantastic job to our top teams for the week. Some office news. Guys, we're continuing to plug along on building some offices out. Columbia, you guys are about 2 to 3 weeks out. Looking mid-September, we're going to have that new office ready for you. I know I announced that a couple months ago. It's going to be beautiful, putting on the finishing touches here in the next couple weeks. We do have leases in Warrenton, in Annapolis. We're last couple marks in Timonium here waiting for the final one. But we do have those temporary locations open for you in Annapolis and Towson that you can use right now. Those build-outs are coming here in the next few months. When I get better timelines, I'll let you guys know that. I'm always looking into some new options, and some of these offices are now coming renewals now. We're at the 5-year, 7-year, 10-year mark on some of our offices. So we're constantly looking to improve our offices. When we go to them, we're looking at, I know I sent an email to a lot of you guys out in Arlington considering some other options there. If I move, I'm always looking for more visibility, a great office for you guys to grow into, and a space that we can be proud of. So we're never downsizing, we're always upsizing. We always want to make sure that, not maybe always in size, but in quality, visibility, a better office for all of you all. So it's been fun to kind of see some of these come due, because then we can kind of look around and be like, is there a better option out there? So it's been fun kind of looking at some of that stuff the last couple weeks. So we're going to keep looking for great offices for you all to expand our footprint and improve that all over the place. And I'll keep you posted on news as it comes. If you ever see something out there that you love, shoot me an email, because I'm always going to look at stuff, and that lease might be doing 6 months that we're in, or it might be doing 2 years, but we'll look at it, as it comes across. We had our sales meeting on Wednesday. How did you get a picture of Sarah and I with both of our hands up? That is so awkward. Very good and very geeky looking, but I will try not to do that in the future. But we had a good sales meeting. Thanks to Jason Miller and Art Hoppy and Carrie Lindsay for visiting us. We had some great conversation. In September will be September 16th. That's a Tuesday. So circle that on your calendar for our September sales meeting. Guys, if you're watching this today, Friday the 22nd, please sign up now or just come tomorrow. We can use all the volunteers that we can get. We're setting up today, 4 to 6 o'clock. And then we've got tomorrow, we've got our big meal packing event. We can never have too many volunteers. Bring your family, bring your friends. It's going to be a great day. It will be 10 to 12 tops. Especially if we get a lot of people, we might even finish quicker than that. But get there early, have some coffee, have some donuts, hang out, and then let's have a great day serving together and packing some meals. So it's going to be a great morning. Looking forward to seeing everybody out at Chantilly Bible Church in the morning. Some upcoming real estate type events. We've got our Maryland Real Estate Commission. Our executive director, Scott Lederer, is going to be at our Gaithersburg office September 3rd, 11 to 12:30. We're excited about that. September 9th, we have another Business Mastery Roadmap event. This is at Chantilly Country Club. We're going to have Casey Sampson, then Elizabeth Klein, then Jason Chepardek. A great day of education. We're going to pack that house. Get up there and RSVP now so we know how many people are coming, but let's pack the house for a great day of education with some of our best agents here at Samson. The following week, Thursday the 18th, this one you buy tickets for. We're letting you guys have the early bird special before the rest of the public now. We're going to be in Gaithersburg, Maryland at the DoubleTree. We've got industry experts from all over. We've got Samson people, obviously. We've got Long & Foster, Compass, Arla, KW, Corner House Realty, a bunch of great people on there, and we're continuing to add to that guest list. We're going to have great panels, great classes, great conversation. I would encourage you to not miss it. If you want to know what a top producer takeover looks like, go to topproducertakeover.com, look at the past events. We've had some great speakers before. $39 is the early bird special. Includes everything, a continental breakfast, a sit-down nice lunch, a happy hour at the end, and a great day of classes. VIP tickets are available as well, $139. Gives you, special check-ins, special lunches, special marked off seating in the first couple rows. So some great perks for that as well. But we're excited about Top Producer Takeover. Excited for everybody to join us there September 18th in Gaithersburg. A lot of upcoming Lunch and Learn events. Make sure you can always take your friends to joinsamson.com for the latest and greatest updates and where you can see us in our traveling roadshow next. Remember, you get referrals if you recruit somebody to a Lunch and Learn or to an HQDU event. Guys, the HQDUs are my favorite time of the week. We get to interact with all of you. We get to have a great day of education. We get to go visit all of our different offices. This Wednesday, we'll be in White Marsh. Everybody show out. If you're in White Marsh, Bel Air, Columbia, anywhere in that area, come on out to White Marsh. We're going to have a great day of education. Lots of great speakers, lots of great classes. So I look forward to seeing everybody. Sarah and I will be 10:30 to 11:30, doing our business building class there. Then we've got, for September, Thursday the 11th in Tysons, 24th Wednesday in Stafford, and then October 1st will be at National Harbor. So those are our next couple coming up here, so you can circle those dates on your calendar no matter where you live. Let's dive into the Cardinal contract trends. We've got, these two graphs, they're comparing our contract price on the top compared to list price. And on the bottom, we've got days on market. West Virginia, we had nothing go above list price this week, which is interesting. We had about a third in Virginia. Maryland, we had half of them go lower than list price, a smaller percentage go above. So we are tilting towards at list price or below. West Virginia, 3/4 and below list price is a lot. Our days on market, it's not coincidental that 77% of West Virginia went below list price, 54% took longer than 22 days, another 31% took 8 to 21 days. So 85% of the listings were on the market longer than 7 days. So they're definitely have a little bit more of a balanced buyer-seller market there. Virginia, we're still at about a third. A little slightly higher percentage there is lower than list price and longer than 22 days, but close to the thirds. And then Maryland, D.C., again, 52% of them were long, and 50% of them went lower than list price. The others had smaller percentages there, about a quarter each. So very interesting to track this data week over week. Again, if you've seen other title companies do this, it's on a few contracts. This is 169 contracts last week. That's a lot of great data put into a system to tell us what is the market telling us right now. Most people getting financing. At the bottom there, I'm still surprised with the lower numbers that only about a third of all contracts get seller subsidy, but I guess most people are able to pay their own closing costs. So financing gets interesting. About 70% getting that. About 75, 80% getting appraisal across all three. Home inspection. Oh, wow, this is the closest these numbers have been. Almost 50-50 across the board. It is in West Virginia and almost 50-50 in the other two states as well. About half the deals get inspection contingency, half of them don't. So interesting data there. I actually think it would be a little bit more based on how many are at list price or below list price on our contracts. Contract to close, that's some data there that we always look at, normally around 30 days, 30, 45 days. Our buyer rep that we love at the bottom there, 99% of contracts got a buyer rep paid for in the contract. Only 2% of those people, 2%, got less than 2%. So almost everybody getting a commission and getting a good one. 85%, if you add up those last two columns, got 2.5% or higher. So everybody's still getting paid a good chunk of commission on these. 13% of people were at that 2% number. So thank you to Cardinal Title Group for tracking all this. It's great, up-to-the-minute data that you can use in your buyer and seller consults right now. You can find all their trends on all their socials as well. Back to school, back to business. We have unleashed a flood of classes in the next couple weeks. The events that I've already talked about, but we've got a lot more great classes here for you to dive into. Just a reminder, Zillow Showcase. Go to the Zillow Showcase page on the Nest. If you want to help win more listings and get your listings more exposure, there's not a better $250 you can spend than showcasing on Zillow. So I'm not a Zillow salesperson. I'm just somebody that would want to sell my listings and get more listings. So really consider that, dive into that. Plan your work and work your plan. I love this from Lynn Hamilton. Monday and Thursday. She's going to be Monday in Chantilly, Thursday in Bowie. She's the Traveling Roadshow. So plan your work, work your plan. Great class I'd want to be a part of. What you don't change in business, guys, you choose. If you're not happy with where your business was in spring, summer, if you don't do anything different, you're choosing to do the same thing. Get out there, get in the classes, right? Lynn's out there Monday at Chantilly, Thursday in Bowie. We've got a great group coaching class with Sam Hardiman, working in a shifting market, Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. You can hop into in Zoom. Coffee with Casey. Thursday, he'll be in person here in the studio, Thursday morning at 10:30. He's a great, great speaker. always on top of the market with stats and adjusting to how the market's going. Let's dive into our full week, all the classes. Weekly boost get you started with Monday morning 10:30 with Lynn Hamilton. Monday at 1 o'clock, plan your work your plan. That's the Lynn Hamilton in-person class here at 1 o'clock in Chantilly. That first one's a Zoom. Print marketing 3 o'clock with Tommy Sullivan. Group coaching on Tuesday with Sam we talked about. Sky slope training. This is that night class. Look at Stephanie doing her thing. So if you need a night class because you can't do it during the day, she's doing a night class on Sky Slope Tuesday night. White Marsh will be there all day Wednesday at HQDU. We've got a 1031 breakfast class for CE as well at the McLean office. Knowledge Bites with Lightspeed Restoration. That's a class in Lake Ridge, 11 to 12 you can do. Bold Trail Listing Promotion class with Will, Wednesday at noon. Lofty class, Lofty 101 Thursday morning at 10 o'clock with our tech team as well. Mastermind, if you're in that $0 to $2 million crew, your Zoom is 10 to 11 o'clock on Thursday morning. The Plan Your Work Your Plan Lynn class is going to be Monday in Chantilly, Thursday in Bowie, Thursday morning 10 to 12. You've also got Casey live in studio here Thursday at 10:30. Learning Trails, this is a Zoom class with Lynn. Your best one-liners, 1 to 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon. And then Working with New Construction, 2:30 to 3:30 with Lynn. Gainesville Trivia Night and Mac and Cheese Cook-Off. I'm quickly checking my girls' field hockey schedule to see if I can go to the Trivia Night and Mac and Cheese Cook-Off Thursday in Gainesville. That sounds delightful. Friday morning, Fast Track Commercial Training with Aladdin, Friday at 8:30. We've got G-Car and DC Addendum Training Friday at 2 o'clock with Noble Davis. Real Scout Training Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock with Stephanie on the 29th. Whew, big deep breath. So many great things going on. We've got tons of education next week. Then we've got Labor Day weekend after that. And then we got so many things those first couple weeks of September. We also got a lot of expos coming up, mostly all in October. If you've got a local event that you think we should be a part of, please email me. I'm not aware of all of them, but we're not trying to bring our team to every event, but we can't possibly know every single one that's going on. So if you got one out there, please let us know about it. We'll do our best to cover it. I am going to be speaking at the NVAR convention, so I'm going to start plugging that now. I'd love to see you guys out in full force, 1 o'clock on the afternoon. It's October 14th, whatever that Tuesday is right after Columbus Day. Come on out there. Let's let them proud. Let's be loud. Let's let everybody know Samson's in the house there. We are going to have just a great fall. You're doing great things here at Samson, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you, your hard work, your loyalty, and your support of Cardinal Title Group. The more you support Cardinal, the more we can make this bigger and better for everybody. So thank you for another great week here at Samson. Have a great weekend. Get out, watch some football, enjoy that fall weather, and we will see you all next week all over our footprint, but in White Marsh for HQDU. Take care.